Hi Gemini, this is your November forecast 2018. If you would like a private reading with me or hypnosis to facilitate permanent change, do use the link below. So this month, Gemini, you are looking at your projects. So at work, study or finances, you're working on that project. You've finally got the help that you need. This is a big shift for you. So you might have been honored to feel that you got chosen to be part of this team or to be in charge of what's going on, or even leading up the group. This is also about big investment. So for some of you, this is like an internship or some sort of trial period where you have got the job, you are starting new, you are getting involved in those groups, and if you do a good job, you are part of the team. For others, this is, I've got a feather in my cap because I have been working diligently, and now I am launching myself, my product, myself, getting into university, whatever it is that you're financially doing or career-wise, you are actually starting big. You are, excited. You are very proud of the hard work that you've done. Now, those of you with your finances, this is okay. Well, I did take a risk, for some of you, this is the first time I've invested, I took a bit of a risk, and now I'm actually seeing those rewards. It suddenly moved. The dollar shifted. The investment, the share price shifted. Whatever I put my money in has suddenly grown, and I feel really proud of myself because it took a lot of courage to get there. At home, you do have the 8 of Wands. So you, Gemini, actually you have 3 cards with fire in them. Getting back to the study, finances and career, all of November there is going to be a Mercury retrograde, shadow and Mercury retrograde, and this card also I see some retrograde in it. So it might take a little bit of time, whether it be bang November 1st or it's more towards the middle of the month. 8 of Wands here, this is you and a fire sign. For some of you, you're fired up over children. Maybe you've got a difference of opinion with how to raise. Maybe you've had a split and now you're arguing over child, who gets the child. For others, this is, I've got news coming. The news is coming that is financially really good. The Sun card, major shift, major change, new titles, majorly moving forward in a financial way. This is a major change for you. And then at home we have the 8 of Wands too. So this is I'm announcing that there is a pregnancy and I've been awarded the time off. For others, this is yes, I've got the job, those investments are so financially it's a yes, it's great. And coming into the house, it's like you get that message, you get that correspondence that things are going to be okay. For others, this is about angry, passionate words, accusations coming towards you, and for some of you this is on social media. You, Gemini, have been looking at deadly serious agreements, births, deaths, marriages. Some of you have actually had marriages and a birth announced in the same year, because you are ending that cycle, so you're moving into a new one. And so for some of you, there has been some sudden endings to do with marriages, sudden endings to do with I'm now going to be a parent, sudden changes to I was single, now I'm not, and signing those deadly serious agreements as well. So again, if this is between a split, there's been a negotiating period, you are now getting the word, and also conflict to do with that, and that's huge with Mercury retrograde. It does bring about miscommunications. It does give you another chance though as well. So if things had stalled, they'll now move forward in a much more balanced, and will transition better. For others, this is I have a partner that's deployed or work somewhere else in another state or another country, and I get the great news that they're on their way home, that they will be home shortly. For others, this is I have a partner who's just given me the information that their finances are going to be much better, and this is something we can celebrate as a couple. In your health, we do have the Temperance card. Now, this is number 1, Alcoholics Anonymous. So some of you have stopped the addiction, stopped smoking, stopped drugs, whatever addictions, fears, phobias, whatever it is that you've cut out, this is Major Arcana card. So you are finding balance, you are getting that emotional balance. You do have the sun rising in the background. So this has been this transition has been hard wherever you're transitioning through with your health, whether you're cutting something out or whether you've been told, listen, you have to, or, I have got the wind behind my sails, and I really for some of you, this is, I had a child, or I have hormonal issues, and that had been off. So some of you, postnatal depression. For some of you, this is, feeling emotionally that you're not handling it. Somewhere in that sense, there is now a balance. So back to what we were saying before, anything where you have been transitioning into, you now are seeing the light of day. You are now seeing some results. You are now feeling like this is really something that works for you and that you want to continue to do. And our love and romance, we do have the Three of Cups. So again, we are announcing something and we are celebrating. We are emotionally with joy and over the world. For others, this is, I've met someone new. This is feeling really good. I'm celebrating. Maybe we have made it official. For those that aren't married yet, there is some sort of commitment here as well. With your Adoring Virtue messages from the angels, we have Gemini. For some of you, you have been having issues with your work, and this, back and forth. I've only been getting part-time jobs here, part-time jobs there, and now I am working towards them from November on. You'll find that you do have that title. If this is to do with your health, this is going to work all the way down to Christmas, Boxing Day. Boxing Day it will, and then you're going to find that you've reached a really important goal. For some of you, I want to bring attention to siblings. So siblings arguing over something, siblings now announcing something, whether that be pregnancy, or I got the job, or I won this money, or I've, anything to do with that. Now, Adoring Virtue says you've got Rosetta. So this is about, for some of you, this is our childlike enthusiasm is now back through November. For others, this is that you have children, or that you are having children. The ones that you have already, you may need to give them extra attention this week. Or, if I have this boost in finances, I'm now able to get that child into counselling, get that extra study, send that child to have more time, with siblings, or so if they're in an age gap, or with family members as well. Francesca says that darkness has lifted. So, it has been a struggle, but like I said before, we are transitioning. So, if this is about a mental issue, you just couldn't get out of your own way. You just couldn't get the depression to go. But now that you see that things have lifted and you feel lighter. Patience says that this is a time for you to gather, look online, get this information, get this done. Maybe if this is to do with the children, you are looking online at how can I improve the situation? Or if it's not about improving the situation, it's I'm looking at projects online that my child can get into. So be kind to you and those you love.